Hello, Saline. Welcome to the 2-2 edition of SHS Today. We begin our show with a classic, a new edition of Nerd News. After that, Ray Yoders and Max Watkins show us what's happening in the Uproar Club. Finally, Britlee Warren asks students questions asked by our staff. All this and more on this week's edition of SHS Today.
Happy Groundhog Day, Hornets! Despite the imminent snowstorm, we'll be here to bring you the news. I'm Max Watkins.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Let's spring, or should I say winter, right into it. The University of Michigan is hosting a virtual college readiness series, which is led by women role models to explore opportunities in STEM fields. The event, which is targeted towards female students, but is open to all gender identities, will be held on February 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
We're all nerds here at SHS Today. Well, except for Mr. Bush, but he did tell me to say that. Which is why we're so excited to show you this week's edition of Nerd News, brought to you by Adam Pilon.
Good morning, nerds of Saline. Welcome back to another episode of Nerd News, where we cover the latest in the nerd world, brought to you today by myself, Adam Pilon. 2 weeks ago, we received a trailer preview for the upcoming Marvel Disney Plus series, Moon Knight, which tells the story of the rather unknown comic book character. Moon Knight, or Mark Spector, is an ex-mercenary with a dissociative identity disorder. The series seems to focus on his rich boy personality, Stephen Grant, who is now a museum employee. I don't know about all you, but I certainly look forward to this new series being released on March 30th. The Uncharted franchise comes to the movies on February 18th, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. The story takes place as a prequel to the Uncharted video games, which had a recent game release this past Friday. Uncharted is a movie I am personally looking forward to seeing in theaters this February. Lastly, Pokemon Legends Arceus was released this past weekend. In the game, the player appears to travel the many areas, catching the undiscovered Pokemon and recording their data in the Sinnoh region. I've been an avid fan of this franchise for my entire life, and I certainly hope this lives up to the standards of its predecessors. So that covers our movie, series, and game picks on this episode of Nerd News. I'm Adam Pilon, and we'll catch you nerds in the next one.
I'm excited to watch that Moon Knight series when it comes out.
Me personally, I'm more interested in the Uncharted movie. Thanks, Adam, for walking us through these new releases.
The third annual Saline Band's Mattress Fundraiser is Saturday, February 26th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Saline High School Commons. A variety of mattresses are available for purchase, and each sale benefits the Saline Band students. For more info, text Saline22 to the number shown on screen.
Student activism is alive at Saline High School in multiple forms. Ray Yoders takes us through the Uproar Club and the movement it's a part of.
Saline High School is not a perfect community, but student activism through clubs like Uproar is playing a big role in promoting inclusion and cooperation.
I feel like we've definitely brought up a lot of different issues in the past couple of years. I mean, Uproar has been around for around 7 years. We've had some different advisors throughout those years.
Before it was Uproar, it kind of started out as a diversity club. It was a GSA, which previously stood for Gay Straight Alliance, but it's now a Gender and Sexuality Alliance.
I think we definitely bring some light to some issues that maybe some other clubs that are more specific don't necessarily touch on.
Uproar is a great example of student involvement, but there are tons of other clubs with similar goals. In the past, other clubs and challenges, like the Lookup Challenge, have helped to bring awareness.
So we kind of cover a wide range of different social justice topics.
Students have struggled with acceptance here.
I feel like our school, we joke about these topics sometimes and we don't realize how they can affect other people, and we just kind of brush over the minority of Saline. I feel like we don't do a good job of accommodating those people and their needs.
But activism has helped to repair that divide.
We had a strong presence at the board meeting. We've done presentations for the staff as well about pronouns. So I think we have a lot of work to do. I think we're on the right track.
Student activism is working to bring a brighter future to the community and to students. I'm Ray Yoders, reporting for SHS Today. Back to you in the studio.
If you're interested in joining Uproar or are curious about the club itself, email Ms. Droder or stop by a meeting in the Diversity Hub after school on Mondays.
Miss Price and the 10 Tones are bringing back a Valentine's Day tradition of song. Students will be able to purchase singograms for their friends or significant others, where Saline's 10 Tones will deliver a song, special note, and chocolate candy, all for $5. Purchases start on the 7th and will be available during lunch.
The teachers in this school care a lot about their students, and there are a lot of things they want to learn about them. Britlee Warren has asked several teachers what they'd like to know about their students, and asked those questions on their behalf.
Here at Saline High School, we spend a lot of time getting to know our teachers with segments like Teacher Feature, but the teachers barely get to know us, so we went around asking teachers what they want to know about us students.
How are you doing? But like, really, how are you doing?
I would love some honesty in terms of how I could support them.
I'm just wondering what's so enticing about Clash Royale that it's more important than class.
What's the hardest thing about being a high schooler in 2022?
Do I need to check in with you a little bit more?
How many hours a day are you on your phone? And is that what you feel like is a good use of your time, or do you wish you were spending your time in a different way?
With all these questions in mind, I took to the halls to figure out the answers to their questions.
I mean, I feel like this time of year is tough because there's usually a lot of school, like a lot going on. There's not a lot of days off of school.
Because it's fun, honestly. This is gonna sound weird, but it's like a good stress reliever.
My daily average is 4 hours and 40 minutes.
You know, I'm great. You know, hanging out with Jackson Rogers right now, working on our SOS project. I'm with Avery. You know, life's just good. I really can't complain.
I mean, I don't really do anything productive on my phone, so it's just time whiling away.
I hope that I was able to help you bridge the gap between teachers and students. I'm Britlee Warren. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Britlee. Well, it seems like this Groundhog Day episode has come to a close. Here's hoping we won't have to do it over again tomorrow. I'm Max Watkins.
And I'm Andrew Schmaltz. Check out next week's episode for stories on the Culinary Arts Program, the ASL Club, and meet the people who make lunch happen for us every day.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at SHS Today and on YouTube and Instagram at Saline Video.
Have a great week, Hornets.